Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Make My Food Awesome. I'm Mark Allen France, your guide to good food.
And I'm Trisha Morrissey.
My sweetheart
of science.
Yes.
Well.
So, anyways, that was our little moment together here on the show. So, I guess the weather's been playing a little bit of fun games on us.
Yeah.
1 minute it is 90 degrees. The next minute it is 55 degrees outside in the evening.
Well, it's that time of year in Michigan.
Exactly. And then we get a little bit of rain today. Just a
Yeah.
little bit. But it's completely sunny outside right now.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit of a story to tell. And it has to do with what we're doing today for our episode.
Okay.
Now, it was probably about a week or so ago, we went out and we were looking around for different ingredients to make for the show. To make some,
to make dishes for the show.
Dishes for the show. And while we were at Whole Foods Market, Trisha was hungry. Now, for those of you guys who have never been around Trisha, when she's hungry,
it's not pretty.
I'm
not a nice hungry person. Let's just put it that way.
Throw her a steak, throw her a bone,
No.
throw her something she can gnaw on, because if you don't, she will gnaw on you. So she said that she wanted to get something to eat, and she saw these little sandwiches there, and I said, well, we can get a sandwich, and then we can go outside and eat it afterwards. So while I was off looking for dry mustard, Trisha picked out a couple sandwiches, and I came back and she showed me the one, and it was a huge sandwich. It was on a ciabatta roll, and it had lettuce in it, and it had tomato, and it had avocado, and a vegan mayo, and it had tempeh. Now I had bacon tempeh.
Bacon tempeh.
And I had never had bacon tempeh before, and it looked delicious. But I flipped over and looked at the price, and it was $8.
It was a lot of money for a sandwich.
And I said, honey, that's too much for the sandwich. And she sat there and she goes, I'm getting it for you.
It was a total splurge, because I'm out of my mind. I'm not going to pay that much money for a sandwich. Any other time, I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen again. But he really liked it.
Went out to the car, sat down, opened that up.
Hand sanitized first.
Oh, yes, of course. and that thing was so delicious. And Trisha said, so, was it worth the $8? And I said, it absolutely was.
And I told him, you better say that.
Exactly, or else I would get in trouble, because even though she had 8, she was still allowing. Thank you, Hannah. Hannah agrees. So today's episode, I had decided that I wanted to try to make this tempeh.
This bacon tempeh at home, which is a lot easier than we thought it was going to be.
And would you know, tempeh is only made from 3 ingredients.
Tell them what it is.
Soybeans, organic soybeans, water, and organic brown rice.
Yeah. And some facts about soybeans and brown rice to help you out would be soybeans are full of antioxidants, vitamins, phytonutrients. And if you took about 3.5 ounces of boiled soybeans, it gives you about 16 grams of protein and almost 10 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fat, which is plant oils, 6 grams of fiber, and is about 173 calories. Brown rice is full of vitamins and antioxidants as well. And if you take about 1 cup of cooked brown rice, it gives you about 216 calories, 4.4 grams of carbs, 3.5 grams of fiber, almost 2 grams of fat, and 5 grams of protein.
And there's no sugar in there.
No. So they both together are a good source of fiber and protein. And then you have the added benefits of the vitamins and the antioxidants. The only thing you want to be careful with soybeans is people that have thyroid issues, hypothyroidism, which means your thyroid doesn't produce enough hormone for the body to regulate your metabolism. You want to eat as little soy as you can because it does affect the hormone production in the thyroid. So that would be something that you want to consider. Having it once in a while is not going to hurt, but if you eat it on a regular basis, you might want to think about that.
And there's water in it too.
Oh, there's 63% water in 3.5 ounces of soybeans. So there's a very high water content, which is not bad. But that's why if you buy, say, a block of tofu, you need to strain it and drain it because there's a lot of water in there.
And I know that, today I'm using 2 blocks of the tempeh to make the recipe, so that each package of tempeh is 2.5 servings, and each serving is only 160 calories.
That's not bad.
Not at all. In the tempeh bricks, they're a good size, and I personally, when I tried the recipe initially before we did the show, but I know that I only eat like 3 or 4 pieces out of it, and that's
if you're
just
to make
a small bit.
a BLT with the tempeh bacon to cover a regular slice of bread, about 3 pieces, 2 to 3. It just depends on how large you cut your strips of tempeh bacon.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm going to show you guys how to cut those strips, and I'm going to show you guys all you need to do to put into the recipe. And you can, like we always say, you can add and take away stuff. Just tweak it according to what you prefer. But I'll show you what this recipe is for you guys, and then we'll come back and we'll taste it and see how it is.
All right. We'll see you in a minute.
All right. Be right back. First, we're going to start off with 2 3-ounce slabs of tempeh. And using a sharp knife, you're going to want to slice your tempeh into thin strips. Your strips should be about 1/4 inch in thickness, and you can cut your tempeh straight down like I am doing here, or also on a bias if you want to have a wider strip of tempeh for your tempeh bacon. Now you're going to want to fill a steamer pot 1/4 of the way with water, and we're going to place that over a medium-high heat on our stove. Now place in your steamer rack and begin placing in your tempeh strips in a single layer. You will probably need to do several batches of tempeh depending on the size of your pot and how much tempeh bacon you are preparing. Once you have all of your tempeh layered in, go ahead and place on the lid and set your timer for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, go ahead and remove the lid to your pot and begin removing your tempeh strips and placing them in a nearby bowl to allow them to slightly cool. Continue with this procedure until all of your tempeh is steamed. Now in a small bowl, go ahead and add in 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 3 tablespoons of low sodium tamari, 2.5 teaspoons liquid smoke, 3 tablespoons maple syrup, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, and 1.5 teaspoons of smoked paprika. Go ahead and get a whisk and whisk everything together until all of your ingredients are emulsified. And this is going to be your marinade for your tempeh bacon. Go ahead and set that aside. Now over a medium-high heat, go ahead and place a frying pan and add in about 1/2 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Make sure the entire surface is coated. And then go ahead and place in your steamed tempeh pieces. You're going to want to cook your tempeh for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side or until they are nice and golden brown. This is what your tempeh should look like. And once all of your tempeh has cooked thoroughly on both sides, you're going to go ahead and place them onto a plate to allow them to slightly cool. Now in a large bowl, go ahead and place all of your cooked tempeh pieces. And drizzle in your marinade. You're going to want to make sure that all of your tempeh pieces are thoroughly coated on both sides with your marinade. Using a pair of tongs, go ahead and toss these around in the marinade, but make sure that you don't break up your tempeh pieces. Now we're going to move back over to the stove. In our same pan over medium-high heat, go ahead and place in our tempeh pieces coated in marinade, and you're going to want to cook these for 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Once your pieces are thoroughly cooked, go ahead and set those on a plate and allow them to cool. Or you can go ahead and place them on a sandwich and eat them immediately. There we go.
All right, that's our beautiful tempeh bacon. It makes quite a bit.
Yes, it does. And as you can see, I'll just show you, it's about the size of just a slice of it. And if you have, a couple pieces for, like Trisha said, like a BLT, but it'd be a TLT, a tempeh lettuce and tomato. But
Or you could you have this with breakfast?
Yes, you could. You could pretend. Well, you're not really pretending, but you could use it in place of like a regular bacon,
or in place of a sausage. You could change the seasoning to make it taste more like a sausage.
And you could make
bacon.
A breakfast sandwich. And one thing that a lot of people don't realize, people have this thing where they think that for breakfast they have to have breakfast foods. Yes, that was Milo getting a drink. That's not a problem with our water system, but that was Milo getting a drink.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes, so you could make a breakfast sandwich. You could use it for whatever you wanted.
Yeah. So, like I said, the recipe is pretty easy to do, and it's pretty versatile. So you could use it different ways.
So you know what I want to do?
I don't know. Taste it?
Maybe. That could be a possibility.
There you go.
I'll go with the one that I put my finger on. I'll go with this guy right here.
And I think I'll pick this guy. Okay. All right. Ready? That's good.
The first thing that I get is the sweetness from the maple syrup.
I get the smokiness the first thing I get.
Well, people are different. Taste buds are different. I do get the smokiness after I get the sweetness in there. And it's not, putting that smoked paprika in there, you can put hot sauce in there if you want to. I didn't put any in there this time. I just wanted to try the smoked paprika to give it more of a smoky taste. And you, like I said, switch it up if you want. Try different things on it. Experiment. That's how new recipes come about. But yeah, I love. I love the taste.
And it's a hearty chew. It's not, It's not like a piece of crispy bacon, but it is filling.
And if you wanted to crisp it, the hard part about it is if you leave it in the pan too long, because of the fact that you're dealing with the maple syrup in there. Now, the maple syrup that we used was
sugar-free.
Sugar-free. So, but you're dealing with that. It could burn it.
Yeah.
And you don't want to have like that acrid taste of burn on your tempeh.
Yeah, it would not
It would
be going
make
to be
stuff taste
very
horrible.
bitter. But no, it turned out really good, so I'm impressed. So, for an alternative,
Want to split this one?
Sure, for an alternative, it's something different you can try for a different meal if you're just looking to do something for breakfast or something for, BLT.
A good recipe that I would try is I would try some tempeh with, like on the sandwich that I had, with some sliced avocado, the tomato on there. Maybe put on a homemade mayo
Yeah.
or a homemade ketchup.
Or mustard.
It's stuff that keeps the sugars out of there, which is nice. But
No preservatives. So.
exactly. So go out, try these out. Let us know what you think. Take pictures of your sandwiches. Send them over to us.
Yeah, we would love to see what you've done.
And if you're new here,
Yeah.
first time, go ahead, pop down, hit that subscribe button,
Yep.
hit the little bell next to it, and you'll get all of our notifications so that you know when our show is going to be on YouTube, our new episodes. Go back and check out our back catalog. We are only, after today, after this episode, 3 more episodes until we hit the big 5-0.
Yep.
So it's exciting, and that will be the end of season 1.
Yeah.
But we're looking forward to getting to that episode and having some fun. But check all our other episodes out and enjoy them. Make some of the recipes and let us know what you think.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you, and we'd love like they said, if you're new here, we would love for you to join our Team Awesome.
Yes, be a member of Team Awesome, and you guys can get newsletters over at www.makemyfoodawesome.com. Sign on up, get some free recipes and some how-tos, quick tips, and of course, you can always watch the videos and see my beautiful, beautiful science chick.
Oh boy. He's full of it today. Anyway.
So come back and see us again here on Make My Food Awesome. And we will see you guys very, very soon. Take care.
Make my food awesome. Can we do something new? Make my